Karibuni Rafiki, welcome to the Mambo Jumbo podcast with me, Sonia and
Chance.
And what's our topic for today?
Today's topic is very interesting.
How so?
It's a very interesting topic. It is something that personally, it's something that I've been thinking about a lot.
Yeah.
And this is such a heavy topic to me.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, I feel like it's really good that we get to talk about this kind of things. Because then it just sort of like, I don't know, just gives you an idea, and then you know, sometimes you just get advice from people or like you never even thought that existed. So today's topic is very hot like hot tea. But before we continue, happy birthday to me.
You didn't even let me tell the people it's your birthday.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
How are you gonna like just go like that? Anyway,
madam.
It's Chance's birthday week, so give a happy birthday, Madam Chance.
Hey.
Happy birthday, Madam Chance.
Hey.
One time for the birthday girl.
Hey, 2 times for the birthday. What?
How old are you now?
A lady never tells.
Okay.
How's
And then you can wish her happy birthday down the comment, and you can wish her happy birthday by subscribing, and you can wish her happy birthday by liking.
Just subscribe,
and comment,
like, and just subscribe, like, and share.
That's
how it will make my birthday very good for the rest of the year.
Okay.
Because I'm celebrating this new age till next year.
Excited.
Yeah. But how's your week been?
How am I? My body's hurting, my back, my neck. I'm just surviving at this point.
Yeah.
The way I'm working, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm a type of person who I don't like being sick, and I don't know when to take a break. So it's kind of hard. Like I'm at work still, but I shouldn't be here because I'm in pain. But then I just keep on pushing myself. I don't know. I'm so used to being also being anemic, right? I'm so used to being tired as well. So I don't know if it's. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm always tired regardless of what it is, and I don't know when to take a break. I don't know when to say no. Oh, Sonia, just call in sick and just sit up. I feel guilty. Yeah, I feel guilty. Not showing up and not succeeding.
Do you think you're pushing yourself so hard?
I think I've always pushed myself so hard.
But you never take breaks. You don't even take a sick day off. Even when you're sick. And please do not say that no, because I've seen you. Yes.
I'm trying.
You're trying. Okay.
I'll try.
Okay. I think it was just me this year. Are we
I'll
doing
try.
better? When did you lead of the year?
I haven't called in once. I called once.
You called once actually.
Yeah, that's true. Once I
When you
couldn't do
had
that period.
pains.
And this one has been moody. I'm here fighting with everyone just because Mother Nature has been calling me.
I've been very cranky.
Very.
I feel like my attitude has been changing.
She's so mean. Not to me, but to Joanne. She's just been fighting with her every time.
I feel like so for me, I was talking to my therapist. You know, the things are so I'm at the age where my hormones are now changing.
Oh, so but still, hey, you can be nicer to her.
We need to a little bit.
But I feel like she enjoys it too.
She does. She likes it.
She likes working.
She just likes poking. She'll see you're quiet and then she'll just do poof. And when you respond, she's like, why? And you're like, you started it.
That's you.
Then you started it. But our topic for today is very interesting. I love today's topic. I don't know why I'm intrigued to talk about it more. But this is what I'm gonna say. I love it. Why do you think I'm dressed in black?
Because you have a black heart. I'm joking. I don't know. You're mourning.
I'm letting go.
Wearing black, you don't let go. At least me, I can say I'm letting go. I'm wearing white. You are wearing black. That black is symbolized that you're not letting go of anything else.
I am mourning.
Oh, okay.
Of my old age.
Of your old age? I thought you were okay being
I am okay growing up.
Madam, serious now. Tell the people the topic.
Okay, today's topic
Mm.
is very interesting. It is something that we have been talking about.
Yeah.
Today's topic is healing.
Mm.
No, sorry, it's forgiveness and healing.
Mm.
And what is forgiveness to you?
Forgiveness for me is letting go
Mm.
and moving on and not letting it affect you. That's what I would say like forgiveness is. Yeah, pretty much is like I find like we tend to like if you don't forgive, you're just holding on to it and then it's just like affecting you. And I feel like you do carry it on with your life. Like sometimes you're just angry for no reason. But then there's a certain part of you like you still holding on to it but you're not realizing it.
Mm.
So like by you not letting go, it just like it affects you in other areas of your life. You just don't see it.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's deep. So deep.
What's yours?
I think you've said it all. Forgiveness is letting go.
You and this
For
mic.
me,
Food, it looks every time I try to edit this, you look like you're eating it.
right?
Yeah.
For me, forgiveness is finding peace.
That's good. Yeah.
Because if you do not have peace,
Yeah.
then you've not forgiven people.
That's true.
Then you have not really let go of your trauma, or like you've not even forgiven the people in your life.
Mm.
But how do we know that we've forgiven people?
When you're like, I would say, I'll use myself because like it's hard for me to forgive people. I won't lie, I'm still learning how to like
Me too.
not be petty. Because like one thing about me, like if you like hurt me, I tend to not like communicate with you and tell you the reason why you hurt me. I just block you. Like I'm serious, that's how I am. Like you just like you get nothing out of me. So like
Let me block you and see.
leave me alone. You just don't get anything. It's just like you won't even know like why I'm upset. Like but then I feel like you would know like you did something to me. So like I just shut down. So like I'm trying to learn like communicate. People should know why you mad, right? Or why you upset or why did you block this person out of your life?
Yeah, because sometimes people are not aware that
They're
they've
not
hurt
aware.
you.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why like I'm learning. But me, I'm very petty. Like I don't know. I can like if you do something to me, like you hurt me to the point where like there's no looking back, like I'll just cut you off. And even if I see you, I won't talk to you. I'm serious. Yeah, but that's me. That's what I'm saying. I'm still learning. I'm a work in progress. I'm trying.
Progress.
Because I'm like, yeah, that's what I've noticed about me. Like, it's just like, it's hard for me to forgive. Because, like, I still, especially when I see that person, I see everything they did. And I'm just like,
How?
yeah. So, I'm
Do
still
they even deserve that forgiveness?
It depends what you do, though. I feel like the forgiveness depends on what you did.
The circumstances.
Yes.
Damn.
There's some
That's
forgiveness.
heavy.
I don't know, but like the thing is, you can forgive, but you can't forget, right? So like, I think I'm just learning, not like, just turning the other cheek at some point too, because like there's only so much I can take from that person, or like continue reliving it.
But
It's not going anywhere.
there's some things that you can take from people.
Yeah.
To a point where even you yourself, you'll be like, no, this is enough,
Yeah.
This cannot continue anymore, right?
Yeah.
The thing is that for me personally,
Mm.
I do not forgive easily.
Mm.
And I do not forget ever.
But you can't forget forever because like you learn from that, whatever happened, and for you to even be in that stage of forgiving. I think that you don't like.
Like I will not keep reminding you.
Yeah.
It's just like for me, once someone has wronged me, it's like you're my trauma. It's like immediately walk in the room, I relive what you did to me. That's why I can't forget easily. Like I will forgive you.
Yeah.
I'll smile. I'll respond to your highs.
So that's fake.
No, it's not fake. Like I'll be like, hi, how are you? Good. But I want you to respect the boundary I've built. Like do not go past that boundary. Because some people, they think like once you've forgiven them, they now want to bring that relationship back.
Yeah, it will never be the same.
And it can never be the same.
Never. So What I would say, like, in terms like of forgiveness, right, and like letting go of whatever that the issue and stuff. It's like one, like identifying what's the reason why you got to that stage of you guys being the way you guys are.
Yeah.
And what the person did to you. So like recognizing it, and then also like communicating it, like talk to the person so they're aware of what they've done to hurt you. And sometimes we might not, and also like try to see the other person's perspective, even though like it's hard for someone for you to do, right? But you also have to do it, like just look at the other person's perspective. English. Perspective.
Yes, it was Swahili.
Oh my god. Hey, no,
Perspective, man.
I said it too. That's
Papa.
no, I'm not bothering myself. Perspective. Looking at the person and just recognize, like trying to like see why they did that in the first place, and also moving on and setting boundaries with that person, because like that relationship will never be the same. And also like if you're gonna like heal that relationship and try to make it like go back to the way it used to be, you guys need to set boundaries so this never happens again. If I said if
You don't have to.
you don't have to, it's if you want.
And again, forgiveness depends on the circumstances.
It depends what you do.
There's some things that people have done to people, and you're like, this one I can forgive, but I can't forget, or I can never forgive. And let me tell you, there's nothing I hate more when someone knows that they've hurt you and they can't even apologize to you. I know that sometimes people are not aware that they've hurt you, but there's just arrogant people out there. It's just like someone will be like, what do I care? I'm serious, and this comes like from friends too.
Yeah.
Like they'll look in their circle and they'll be like, what do I care? If I hurt her, I have someone else.
But that was never your friend in the first place. If
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
And then you start realizing like this person was not meant to be in my life, because then that's not your friend. If someone is willing to hurt you,
that's not a
then
friend.
that someone is not really meant to be in your life,
It's not your friend.
and that person does not wish you well. And sometimes you forgiving and letting go is because you want peace for yourself and for other people. Because you don't want someone to be feeling like they've not forgiven me, they've not forgiven me. But if you know that you've wronged someone, just know that someone cannot forgive you without you actually asking for forgiveness. People need to start learning to take accountability for their mistakes. I'm sorry I've hurt you. I'm sorry I didn't mean to do this to you. And I just hope and I believe that you and I can move past this and mend what was broken. And people find that very hard to do and say.
But I find like it's hard to also apologize, right?
It is very hard.
It's hard because like
But
you
then
have to
how
be
do
the bigger
you?
person.
Yes.
And also like he comes like from
Sometimes
humility.
being a
No,
bigger person does not work. I'm so
I know
sorry.
it doesn't, but I'm saying also like it's you coming and humbling yourself and showing that like you care about whatever the friendship or you have, or do you care about the person. You have to be willing to forgive.
I feel like for me, remember how we used to talk about friends and like people? Like for me, it depends where I've placed you in my life for you to earn forgiveness.
Yeah.
So like I have like family.
Yeah.
I have like friends,
Yes.
acquaintances. If you're an acquaintances, I will let it go very easily. You don't even need to ask me.
Just lie. Tell the people the truth.
No, I'm serious.
Chance.
Remember, I've said family.
No, Chance. You know yourself. Stop.
No, wait, that was a friend. No, let's be honest.
You
I've
know
said
which one I'm talking
family.
about?
I've said friends. I've said acquaintances.
Don't believe.
Which one?
Those other ones. That mama.
That one. But come on, some people it's like you can't even like be like, oh, you've hurt me, because like you just look at
that one
someone.
was no point.
Yeah, you just look at
It
someone
was a
because
lost
some
cause.
people, no matter what, they always want to be right, and they always feel like they are the victim.
Those two friends of yours.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah, no,
And-
I know that's
and-
how she
and
was. I've
that's-
seen it. Like when
That's
I've
how
seen
they
her,
are even right
when
now.
when I seen her in person and I
Yeah.
just see how she was, I'm just like,
Yeah, too judgmental.
yeah, very judgmental. And she just
But that's what I'm saying. There's family,
Yeah.
There's friends and there's acquaintances. This one's
But also
acquaintances.
too, family members, some of them I won't forgive you. No offense. No, I won't. There's some stuff. Family members, they know, especially like it hurts the most when it's your own family members.
When it's your own damn people.
Exactly, doing stuff to you, and they know your struggles or they know your journey, like how you've been, like what you had to do to get to where you are.
Yeah.
And then they do shit to you, especially these people back home. Like you what is this? You try to like I'll say like my mom like and stuff, right? When she was like building back home and stuff, right? And then like the people that you trust, like when you're sending money to for them to help you build, right?
Take over that project.
They take, instead of them helping you like to build your house, right? And then you're paying them on top of that to like oversee stuff, right? They take the stuff, they go build their own house with the stuff that you are like you are sending.
That's painful.
Yeah, so like imagine you sending all that money, like you like you taking away from like your kids, or like what is this, your trips that you could have done for yourself, or like finance your life here. You like go back home, let me build something for my children so they can go back home, they have somewhere to call home, right? And then you are taking from your own sibling, you're just taking, you building it for your own house. And then when they come to see, they go back home and then they see the project, and then it's not what you were presenting. It's completely different. So I be like your own family members will do that. Even like land and stuff, especially back home, they be doing it a lot. Like your own siblings, you're thinking that like, oh, they're my family members, so they're gonna have the right intentions for me. They're gonna be helping me out. And on top of that, it's never for free. Whenever you send people back home to do stuff for you, you always pay them to oversee stuff.
Of
right?
course, because they also
and then
you have got to like upkeep money.
Exactly. And then they're taking them and first of all, for the materials, they're saying it's this price when it's not. Like just for them to pocket money on top of that, double than that. So like if like anyone want to build back home, go yourself and do it, because like there's no point of like
It's just do not trust people easily.
No, that's the thing I'm saying. Like you think your own family member will be like have the best intention for you, but no, sometimes they don't.
No, they will always.
And that's hard for you to like forgive. I would like have a hard time forgiving that.
Yeah, one of the I've seen my dad at a very low rest in life. And this is where now oh my god, and this is where I do not forgive. I forgive, but I can never forget.
I cannot forget.
For me, we had a good life in Kenya, and that was snatched away by people my dad trusted so bad, like people so close. We went from eating 3 meals a day, to eating only 1 meal or to nothing a day. I went from going to the best school. I went from taking food to school to not taking food at all in school. And that was caused like by people that he trusted so bad. And I'm talking like people that would come to our house and I would be in the kitchen, me and my mom, and we'll make them tea and we'll cook for them. It's like you've built a community with these people. And you guys are now like one. It's like these people will be there in times for you for happiness, in sorrows. And these are the same people that turned their back on my dad. And it took years and years and years and years and so many years for my dad, for them to come and like try and reconcile with my father, right? And sometimes I sit back and I'm like, how did my father do it, right? Because I know for him too it was not easy. I'm not very comfortable. Because for him it was not easy too, to see your children struggle, to see your children go from a comfortable life to a life where you're all struggling, to my dad being the most respected man, to opening a kiosk with my mom and selling donuts on the streets. And all that was caused by people that we trusted. I'm talking about people whose kids would meet in school and talk to them, people whose kids I would take regards as my sisters, but not really. Like, you understand that relation?
Yeah.
That's where my heart. That's where it comes from. I've seen people hurting.
Yeah.
My dad so bad. My dad, my mom. And it made me so cold-hearted. To a point where I said, F this. It's not worth it. And that's why when I say that I love someone, I love you so dearly. And let me tell you, don't ever hurt someone that loves you so much.
Yeah.
Because once you hurt that someone and you take that love out of them, you will never get that love back. So for me, I've seen it. I've experienced it. And then these people, years back, like years after now, they want to come and say, oh, hi, how are you? I saw you on Facebook, I saw you on Instagram. I just want to write to you and say, hi, do you remember me? I do remember you.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate you reaching out. But guess what? I do not see you the same again.
Yeah, you don't see them the same. It's different.
Because I see what you put me through, my siblings through, like your kids were eating good, your kids were dressing well. We had to struggle for like things that were our, like, you know, basic human rights or basic human needs. Like you would go to school, other kids are eating and you're not having a meal. That is hard to watch.
Yeah.
And people do not understand that sometimes it's okay to take your time and not to be rushed to forgive. Because this has to do with your mental state. This has to do with you being spiritually free. Like you're not carrying any guilt on you of someone's, you know, because sometimes you not forgiving people, it makes you heavy.
It does.
It makes your heart so heavy.
Yeah.
To a point where you feel like, oh my God, I need to let go. But you're like, how do I let go? And if I let go, does it mean that I've accepted what they did to me? Does it mean that I'm ready to welcome these people back in my life? Because that's, for a long time, that's what I thought. And when I saw my dad forgiving, I started forgiving. Because I thought it was time. But when these people started coming back to me, I put a line straight. I said, you listen, I respect you. You're a good person, the way you are. But that was years back. And I would really appreciate if you respect this line that I've built.
Yeah. Because afterwards, like, it will never go back.
It will never go back. And people expect it to. Some people, they want to jumpstart. You want to jumpstart. You want to go back to joking, back to talking, like nothing ever happened.
My mom too, she said the same thing. Like even with those family members doing stuff to her like that, and then they wanna be like, oh, so how are your children? So how is this? No, it will never be the same. You will never know anything that's going on in my life.
Yeah.
Because like you're.
I don't trust you anymore.
Yeah, I'm just like, you've done so much.
I don't know what you're
like,
gonna do to my kids or whatever news I'm telling you. I don't know what you're gonna use.
Exactly.
It for.
So that's how it is. It's just, it never goes back to the same it is. It's just you as a human being, like recognizing it and letting go of it. Because like there's no point of you like carrying that heavy burden on yourself, right? And being like, oh, what if I did this? What if I did that? Maybe if I did this differently, you would have what is this? Been taken in a different way, or would have been a different reaction and stuff. But no, it's just like you never know it. That's why we say you never know a person, right? Your own family member could be the ones betraying you.
They could, and then guess what? The people that you thought worst of are the people that are there for you during those hard times.
Yeah, so true.
And you be like, oh my God, this is what I thought. So sometimes we judge people so quick that we forget that we are humans and they're humans too. And the thing is about healing and healing and forgiveness, they are connected.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you're going to heal if you do not forgive. You gotta let go, feel light, and then start your journey of healing. You cannot get in the journey of healing when you still have that burden and that guilt on your shoulder. You can't. You will not heal. You will start the journey. You feel like you're doing something, but then immediately that hits you, it pulls you back another step back, because like you are not finding peace.
You don't. I've said it before, like too, with my parents and stuff, like getting divorced. I felt like, oh, if we didn't come to Canada, oh, if we did something different, like it would have never happened. Like my mom and dad would still be together and stuff, right? And I found it like I also like I was so mad at my parents for them like getting divorced too, right? But then at that point, I didn't recognize the reason why they got divorced in the first place, right?
Yeah.
Because like as a kid, you're looking at stuff, you're looking at it different, like, oh, they didn't try, so they don't love me. They didn't try hard enough to work on it. But then it was at the point where they're like, it was not repairable. They couldn't fix it. So as I gotten older, like I ended up like recognizing it, and to the point like when I always say I was the angry child, whoever knows me from junior high, I was pretty angry. I wouldn't say I was mean, no, I was not nice. Because like I was carrying so much.
Ready to.
Yeah, I was like very smart at the mouth when I would say like snap at the mouth.
I will embarrass you with my mouth.
I was like, I would snap. I used to snap a lot.
Me too.
So, but then I had to. There was at one point I was I'm talking to the family, we're talking about family and stuff, and just like, and it hit me, and just like, wow, I never realized that like I'm carrying a lot, and I'm so angry, like.
And you're so young to even be that angry.
Yeah.
You carry that a lot.
And then I was just like, and at that point I was just like, oh, my dad is not even, like, I was just saying my dad, like, he's not even trying hard enough to see me. He's like, he doesn't care about me. My mom doesn't care. Like, anything that happens to me, they don't care and stuff. So, like, I was, like, so upset. At that point, like, I was very angry. So, like, me recognizing this and also, like, seeing the way my parents are, like, separately, and also getting older and understanding the reason why they got married. I mean, the reason why they got divorced in the first place, that helped me like release the burden and not hold a grudge towards them. Because like I was like, oh, I see your characteristics and I see how both of you are, and you were not compatible. Yeah, and they're so different.
Yeah, and people sometimes do not realize that.
Then yeah, you don't realize that. Even though they're still sometimes opposite attract, but sometimes
sometimes faster. Sometimes opposites are poison to each other.
Yeah, so like
yeah. I understand. I get where you're coming from. There's an event that happened to me 2 times when I was 13 years old, and when I think I've told you this before, and when I was young, right? And it affected my way. It affected how I saw men, the view towards men. That affected me a lot. I carried that for years with me, because like I didn't even know who to talk to. And I remember, this is so funny, when I was 22, one of my cousins called me and we were talking, and then I said, we were just laughing, and then she said, how are you doing? Because no, actually he said, how are you like really doing? I said, I'm good. And he said, do you remember this person that did this? I said, yeah, I don't remember, I was 8 years old. What do I know from that, right? And then they're like, oh, this person is now in the US. And, but yeah, you know, you can't even blame them for doing that to you. It was your fault. Why did you in the first place? Oh!
Shit.
And that phone call was the last phone call I had with that person. Like right now I can see them posting. They will call me, I never pick up. They'll text me, I don't reply. It's and they never just understand why. And I remember I was talking to my ex-partner one day, and then I was so mad that you're making me feel like it is my fault. It's like that, and then you see, so there's so many barriers in this journey of forgiving that you face, and you're like, even when people you're a victim, but they will try to make you look like it was your fault.
That's true.
And then the one that happened when I was 13 years old was like someone very close to us, someone related to my dad, someone from my dad's side. And I remember one day they called, this was like years we've not talked, and one day they called my dad, and then my dad passes the phone and he's like, oh yeah, this person wants to say hi. And I felt a strange feeling. I took the phone and was like, and then I just passed it along.
Yeah.
And I felt very uncomfortable. And I went to my room. And I didn't come out until the next day. Then they were like, oh, you're always in your room. You're always in your room. You don't. It's because I'm trying to deal with my emotions.
Yeah, they don't understand that.
And this is where, oh my God, and this is a very big thing. Parents, learn your child's character and personality. a child is always in their room, there's something. There's something that is making that a certain family member calls or comes in the house, you realize like snap, this kid has gone back to that is communicating to you.
There's something going on. Yeah.
Someone as a friend, uncle, auntie's here,
you know, one thing I would say like about African people, don't be telling your kids that they should be calling everyone auntie and uncle, because some of them, they don't be acting like their uncles or aunties, especially like with, I don't know, maybe some older women do that. Like some older men that be like doing stuff like that, they'll be like, oh, it's your uncle. As soon as you get of age, like you're 18, they start saying, fine, look at that, you've grown breasts. Oh, I should take you as my second wife. Aren't you my uncle?
I was happy.
Like, right? Where's
the respect?
Yeah, disrespectful. Like,
and then you want me to respect you after making that nasty comment. And let me tell you, and then when I say that I want to have kids, people attack me. But it's because you cannot move on in life when you still have childhood trauma with you. You have to deal with childhood trauma. When you have kids and you are not healed, trust me, it's gonna affect these people you've brought in life. Because you're not properly healed. And then you're bringing this other, and that's why sometimes as parents, people do not know how to deal with their children. Every little thing, you're yelling, you're shouting, you're insulting them. Look at your big head, you can't do anything properly. No, and then the child, now it's mental, you know, like me, they did that. My dad spoke to me softly. I went and prayed. I said, God, I don't know what I did wrong, but I prayed. Because I was so used to my dad yelling at me.
Yeah.
And when I went to that room, I cried that night. And I didn't cry because this person called. It's like it woke something in me. It woke a memory that I've been working so hard to bury. A memory that I don't ever want to think about.
But did your parents realize what that person did to you?
They did. And they know.
But that's stupidity at this point.
But the fact that you know, and you think that, this person, I could kick them out of their house and At the end of the day, you guys are blood related. But my healing, my forgiveness journey matters to me more than any other blood relation I have with anyone. I don't, this is very important. I know that people let me tell you, there's arrogant people that will never take accountability of what they did. And they think it's okay that you guys are now laughing and smiling with each other. If you're hurting, tell someone you hurt me and I didn't appreciate it. And to some people that's rude. You're being rude. You have no respect. You are not trained very well. But you're hurting, and it's okay to tell people I need space.
I feel like sometimes like people don't realize like why you're like so snappy or like you're rude to certain people is because they've done some shit to you. Like not everyone is aware of what they've done. They've done to you. So like you turn that's your defensive mechanism. You just like be snapping at people.
It is my defense mode.
You just be blocking.
I went to an event one time, and so we were sitting like the tables were around, right? So this guy comes. Whoever was the usher put the guy beside me. I don't know you, you don't know me, and that's okay. Let me tell you. So this guy, like you and I sitting like this, he has the audacity to take his hand and put it on my shoulder. What the hell?
What's wrong with you?
I pushed his hand. I looked, my eyes communicate. I do not even have to say a word. My eyes will tell you how I feel immediately. It woke it made me so mad. And then it's like, you're so sensitive. How is it that a pretty lady like you can be this sensitive? This is how you guys chase husbands. I told him, let me tell you something. I don't know you, you don't know me. You have the audacity to take your stupid arm and put it on my shoulder. As my what? What relationship do you and I have that has given you that courage that you even dare the audacity to put your hand on my shoulder? If you want to listen to what the MC is saying, get up, go and move to the table close to what the MC is saying.
That's where you go.
but do not come in. And then you snapping, and then me telling you what I'm not comfortable with, you have the audacity to say you're sensitive. I feel I even when I go home I say these people are overusing the word since you're sensitive. I say some people do not know what it means to be sensitive. Me putting you in your place and me as a woman telling you that I'm not comfortable with something, it is communicating something to you. And if you're a man of integrity, if you are a man who respects women, who respects boundaries with any other person, you say, you know what, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. You are right. You don't know me. I don't know you. I shouldn't have done that. But for you to turn it around and be like start telling me I'm sensitive, I'll never find a husband. How does this connect to me finding a husband? It makes zero sense. And then you know, if I had kept quiet, he would think that it's okay next time for him to act like that.
That's
to the
what
next
you know.
person.
One thing, my mom, like whenever I was, since like from the beginning I was young, right? As a little girl, my mom would be like, never let a man touch you or just like be touching you like this and stuff, right? Don't ever let them. Like don't be let them touching you, all touching
They'll be doing
this. And mom said the next day you'll be here, you'll be this. So like always say no and always say no and nobody's like, and they'll be just laughing everything. No, everything's not funny.
No,
because like me, I'm not joking.
If you're not funny, you're not funny. I'm so sorry.
No, and it's not even about funny. Like it's just about you setting boundaries.
Yeah, like
me, I don't just be opening my teeth for anyone.
And I don't have to laugh at.
I'm not laughing at your stuff. Me, I'm like with men, like don't get comfortable around me. Like I'm not your friend.
And then when you build boundaries, it's like you're too sensitive. Yeah, too sensitive.
Oh my God, in high school, one of what is this? Because the other girls, they were so used to they were shaking, they were laughing and stuff. When they touched me, I turned around and I slapped them. I'm like, next time you touch me, so they knew like not to play with me, right? Because my mom already set that boundary with me since I was a little girl. She said like, don't be letting men be comfortable, or even little boys, because they go too far. They'll start thinking you're okay with certain things, and you're not okay with it. So like
they'll start just pushing boundaries.
Yeah, they'll see what they can get away with.
And you know, for me, and that's how I just grew up. I became very not sensitive. I'm very defensive on certain things. And this me, I don't hug people like that.
Yeah, I don't like hugging.
And then Joanne says, "Why don't you like hugging?"
She knows me. You don't like hugging. I don't like it.
I'm not a touchy person.
I don't like it either.
Even if like even if I'm dating someone, we meet. Shake my hand. If you don't shake my hand,
I won't like the only people I allowed to hug me is Sonia and Chance.
Me to my little brothers.
That's it.
Like I will hug you.
Yeah, because they're so cute. Like
they're young.
Yeah, but like the big people, I don't hug me.
Yeah, you want to be here, come in with your chest. How are you?
Maybe maybe side hug.
Not even side hug. Me, I'm not.
No, but it has to be. But I mean, I don't even hug men. Don't be coming near me.
Don't be coming near me expecting a hug. What are you expecting a hug for? I've met you only once, and you're my dad's friend. I've met you once or twice. Next time you want to be coming to hug me.
You know what I hate? You know those men will be beating me.
And then they'll be doing like this.
I'm like, don't touch me like that.
You know,
me this case, I'm like,
you give them their hand and then they'll be like, what is that?
Let me
tell you,
that Congolese wedding. I went to one of this Congolese wedding, and then I'm getting like a drink, you know, at the bar,
people's
that place. And then I'm asking him for a drink, and then he's giving me a drink. He's like touching my hand. I'm like, please, don't stop touching me like
the
that.
drink, you could put it on the counter.
Yeah,
I will take it.
Like, why are you touching me like that?
There was no this one interaction.
And his wife is there too,
right?
He's just touching me.
No. It's not all that is not even necessary. It's you putting the drink on the counter. Take the drink, I go.
Yeah, there's no need for just doing the most for no reason.
But you know what? The journey of forgiveness and healing is not easy. It has so many challenges. It has so many tests. People will test you.
The one thing I'm like trying to forgive myself is there's this lady who she every time I think about her, she makes me want to cry because she had a big impact on me. Like just forgiving and forgetting, because she went through, when I say this lady went through a lot, she was like, she went from having it all to not having anything at all. And then the way she used to like be like she was so forgiving to like her husband is the reason why they like even lost everything. And then for her, she used to be like, that lady, like I remember her because like, you know when they say you do good things to a child when they're still young, they tend to remember it, like the good things you did for them, right? This lady used to look after me when there was like no one to look after me. Like when I was by myself, she'd be like, come Sonia, her name is Apollina, she just passed away, so that's why for me still hurts. Oh God, this lady, whoever she is, like, may her soul rest in peace. May Allah grant her Jannah. Because like she used to take time out of the day, like to make sure like I'm okay. Because like where we were, there was a person who touched children. So like she was there like helping, like she would be like making sure like I'm okay. Sonia. So
Tissue.
not tissue. Yeah, that lady. Yeah, she was everything. So that one, like, I learned from forgiveness from her, because like so many people did her wrong. People like basically shunned her from like society, but she was still willing to give and still showing up and still like still doing the most for people. But then people would not reciprocate that towards her. So I feel like that's where like I got my thing for like even getting into social services is because of her. She was just like willing to give every time. Like I want to help. Like if there's a problem, she's like there to help. But then people, like as soon as stuff happened to her, they all disappeared. So then I feel like no, I did talk to her before. So I did find her because like I don't live in South Africa anymore. So she ended up like relocating to Burundi and stuff. And I did find her. So like I did talk to her before she ended up like passing and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I was able to like help her as well because like she helped me, and I don't even think she realized that she helped me and shaped me. So yeah, I'll say like with her, like she has a big impact
on you.
Yeah.
That was heavy.
Yeah. I didn't know it was gonna get heavy, but
that's
yeah.
Good. Like we need to be talking about these kind of things, right?
I also even with my mom, like I see she forgives so much. Like people do so many things to her, and then she's still pushing. That's one thing I'm saying. And
you know, sometimes when you see that people like that forgive, it's because it has to do everything with peace.
Yes, having peace.
Because if you do not forgive these people, you will never have peace. And if you have peace, your conscience is always going to be heavy. And at this point in life, you're like, I better have a good, clean conscience that is well rested. I'd rather be like, yeah, I've forgiven this. I'd rather know that I've forgiven these people other than me not knowing at all. Because then it's hard and it makes things harder, right? And me, I know myself very well. I know that I'm very kind.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Yeah, I'm very kind. But I'm not kind because I can't say no. For me, when I'm doing something for someone, I think of next, this could be me.
That's true.
Right? And or I don't know what tomorrow has for me. And if I do not do this for this person, this same person, if it was me tomorrow, they will not do this. I don't even think if you're going to help me or not. At the moment, I just want to help you.
Okay, you do it for the kindness.
Yeah. At the moment, I'm thinking about you. But I'm thinking of myself in that situation. How would I feel? How would I be? Right? And I know that people wrong me a lot. That one, oh, I know.
Yeah, I see those.
I know that people have wronged me.
Yeah.
And me, I'm used to people saying, it is your fault. And I will keep quiet. And we've seen that, like, even with my family or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
I've seen it, yeah.
And does it hurt?
Yeah.
Yes, it does hurt. And it hurts to a point where you're like, am I stupid? Like, why do I keep being ready to bring these people back in my life?
Yeah.
And just, like, be there, right?
Yeah, I see it a lot.
But the thing is, I feel like if I stop being kind and if I stop loving, I will stop and I will hurt the people who deserve it. And in giving and in kindness and in love, you will always have the wrong people that get it from you. But what you need to know is that the right people that deserve that love and kindness, they always bring that love and kindness back. And like when I had my surgery, I didn't even know that I was gonna have my surgery, right? And I didn't know who was gonna be there for me. And this is something that shook me out of nowhere. this is someone that I was just talking to for about a few months. And when I got hospitalized, Johari was the only person in that room. I was very scared because this was like my first surgery ever. So I was shaking and I didn't know how the room was gonna be. I just didn't know what the experience was. I started crying and I cried and I was praying. I was shaking, and then Johari's like, "You're gonna be okay. I promise you're gonna wake up and I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna be standing." And that was like, I went in that operation room like 9:30. I came out like 11:15 p.m. And Johari was the only person standing there. And it's not like I didn't told people in my family that I was going into surgery. They knew that I was going into surgery. But she was the only person there. When I got out, I had the whatever medication they give you. So I was talking all crazy. And she was laughing because she needed to keep me happy. And I wasn't sad that I'm coming out of surgery. I was just sad that the people I loved so much, and the people that I expected to be there, they weren't there. And these are people that I have done so much. Like I would deny myself and give these people.
I see.
Right? And the person who was in that hospital with me was my boyfriend, who at this time was still together. He had work, and he was there until like 2 a.m. And I was like, "You need to go home. You need to go home. You have work in the morning." He went to work. He would come. I was in a very stressing mode. I had so much anger in me, and I told God, I don't know why I'm angry. I don't know why I am so pissed. It's not that I'm pissed that I've gone through surgery. There's something else that is pissing me off. And God, I need you to give me peace because I need to heal. And in order for me to heal, I need to let this anger go. But how do I let it go? And God said, I remember I was just on the bed. I hadn't eaten. The nurse comes in and she says, "Your partner keeps calling us. He keeps saying, I should take water." So the nurse was like, in a funny way, but that was God saying, "Why are you worried about the people who are not there? Look at the people I've placed right now who are there for you. Why are you worried about the people that you have already let go? You need to embrace the ones that are there with you." Like, I don't want you to look at the love that you've lost. I want you to look at this love that is right here looking at you. And that was my friends, and that was my partner. And I remember I breathed out, like I very big, I sighed, and I went back to bed. And I woke up, and my partner, I knew he came to see me, but he left because I was sleeping, because I could feel him. And he came and he touched my hand and he left because he didn't want to disturb me because I was sleeping. When I got out of the hospital, I remember you, my other friends, and him, especially him, he took care of me.
I remember he did.
I couldn't bend, I couldn't do anything,
He was there helping you.
He said, "At this point, I have to move in for a week." He came and he stayed, and
I remember.
And that's why for me, when I say I love someone, these days I'm very careful of who my love is going to, because I just do not want my love to end up in the wrong places and hearts of people that will play with it anytime they want. And when I got out of the hospital, I was very depressed. I was in a very bad place. Not because I'm coming out of the hospital, not because I'm broke. But because of the anger I had in me.
At that point I was just like, let me just go check. Every time I would get a chance, I'm just like,
even him, he kept calling.
He kept on like, because me and him will rotate. He would be like, shift.
I was in a very dark point. And I feel like if you guys hadn't done it, I wouldn't be here today. I'm very honest about how I feel. And sometimes I don't talk about how I feel. I just shut down. My attitude changes. and people will notice I go very quiet. People will be like, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, But people that really know me, they will be like, today there was something wrong with you. Tomorrow we are going for coffee. It's not that these people, they want to be nosy. It's people that care about me.
Yeah.
So I shifted my energy to people who are around me, people that are there for me, and people that are with me at the moment.
That's what they say, like, you don't, sometimes like the family that you have is not necessarily your family, but the people you have around your circle become your family, and they even do sometimes more than what your own family, your own blood would do for you. So your family, you create your own family.
You do.
And with love, like,
you even create your own community.
And then with love, it's just like, that's why me too, like, I don't use love, like, you never hear me say love and stuff, right? Because like for me, if I love you, I really love you, and I don't use that word lightly.
Nope.
Because like I'm not saying it just for the sake of saying it, or even like little thing, oh my god, I love that. No, I don't use it at all. Because like I don't mean it. Like nowadays people just say I love you for the sake of just saying it, and it's just artificial.
Like, let me just say so that they will not be disturbing me.
Yeah, me, I cannot.
So that they will just hear it, right? And let me tell you something. You cannot find forgiveness and peace if you do not embrace the love and the kindness you're getting from the people close to you. Because sometimes the people who are currently in your life and on that journey with you are the ones also who are going to help you forgive and heal from the hurt that you're going through. Because you use them as examples. These people, they either remind the good or the bad of your past, and it's for you to work on it. Sometimes even healing, it's about you as a person. Yeah. Are you ready for it? Yes. Are you ready for the tests that is gonna come along with this journey? More importantly, are you ready to let go? Because if you're not ready, don't start the journey. And letting go means that you're not just forgiving. And one time I called a friend and I said, I forgive you. And she was like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. I said, I know. I forgive you. But you and I can no longer talk like we used to. And I respect that you've moved on and I've moved on. I will still say hi to you, but just know that you and I cannot go back like we used to. And I'm sorry that if I have hurt you in any way. If I have hurt you, like knowingly or unknowingly, intentionally or unintentionally, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm starting a new chapter, and I want you to know that I've forgiven you, I have let go, and I'm moving on. And I hope you also find the peace that you're looking for. And I hanged up.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
And I haven't heard from those people in 4 years. But like we would meet in the parties and hi, okay, bye. And that's okay.
When I said like, I was mean pretty much in junior high and stuff, like, I had to like apologize to people because
I was a sad child also in high school. Because when I came in, I was like 17 years old.
I was younger, but like I was just mean at that point. I was just mean to
what you're going through.
I know, but like also, but that's not an excuse to use just like because you are going through stuff.
Just because you're hurting
that's what I was, right? And I see one of the girls that I was so mean to her. I had to apologize to her because like, and then I look at her, I'm like, oh shit, like I probably ruined her life during that period because like I was so like I would just be saying stuff, just saying anything, and then just hurting her feelings and thinking and then the thing is just like when you're younger, right? You think just being straightforward or like just saying whatever's in your mind is you keeping it real. No, you're just rude.
And you're not keeping anything real.
You're not keeping it real. You're being rude to people. You're hurting people's feelings.
And you're hurting people that don't even deserve it.
And next thing, that's why like now, like even my mom had to like talk to me. She's like, Sonia, you're so like slick at the mouth. Like you need to like watch what you say, right? Not just because you think you're keeping it real. There's a way of telling people like you're keeping it real, and also being nice about it and not hurting people's feelings, right?
There's
not
the right
everything
way to
that
go.
pops in your head.
You say
it. Sometimes control your mouth. You know, some people, this person's like this person's like that. So you turn to like. That's why like sometimes like you see for me it takes a while for me to respond to people. And I wanna like I think about it first before like I just say it. Because me my mouth, sometimes it just can be going.
Me too. I have a very bad mouth.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just like I have to like think about like what I say. Sometimes I'm just like, ooh, I might hurt your feelings. That's why like that's why for me when I'm mad, I shut down. Don't talk to me. Don't come near me.
Me too. I walk away.
I walk away.
And then
like,
need space.
And don't come near me. Like let me cool down. When I'm cool down, I'll come and talk to you. But if I'm mad, don't come near me. Let me.
And people need to start respecting that.
Yeah.
If you see someone,
even at work, like I
at work I do the same.
I snapped at work, and I was just like, don't come near me. Just leave me alone. Let me be. And then when I'm ready, I'll come and talk to you.
And that's okay.
And then I walked away.
Yeah, because if you don't take that space and
if I stay
time,
with you,
you end up hurting people.
I will hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just like, we just have to be working on ourselves and also like learning to forgive, and also like releasing it too, right? Because like it's not just for that person's peace of mind, but it's also for your peace of mind and for your growth as well. Because I feel like when you don't forgive, you carry that thing with you in your. You don't see it,
in
but
your
like
new chapters and
new
new
chapters, like
journeys.
little things, like maybe your career, like your life, like it's just too much.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. And again, I did say earlier that it was gonna be a heavy topic, and it was a heavy topic. It was a very heavy topic.
Very.
So comment down below. What is in what chapter in your life did you find it hard to let go? And how did you let go eventually? And send your relatable story on our Instagram DM under the Mambo Jambo podcast.
And you can take us on the go on Spotify and the Apple Podcast, as well as other podcast streaming services.
We've launched in every other places. So you guys, it's official. We've started. This is our 6th episode. And we're so excited on this journey. We just started like 3 weeks ago. I mean, I feel like it's now been a month. Yeah, it's now been a month that we've started, and we're very happy on this journey. And
just having the regular conversations we would have had without the camera, but it's just now it's like
the camera.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Anyway,
free advertisement, free journalism.
Journalism,
no. Free. How do they? Anyway, free. Yeah, free 101.
Free therapy sessions.
Free therapy sessions, yes.
Okay.
That's what I was looking for.
Anyway,
free therapy sessions.
Thank you for coming along with us and discussing our journeys.
Yeah.
Through healing and our life stories as well. So, bye, Rafikis.
Bye.
And see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.